Okay, so I wound up the streamer, and you can see the streamer, even though it's 35 feet long, it winds into a very, very tight bundle. This bundle is it's about 3/4 of an inch across. Okay, that's really nice. And we see it's only a 1/2 inch long. This streamer will be put into the body tube along with the parachute using the same mechanism I showed on the other videos. We're going to use a Kevlar blanket. And again, this blanket is very important when using streamers because it does a few things. It keeps the streamer from unwinding, so when this is inside the rocket body, it doesn't unwind. If it unwinds, it could get caught. That could be a problem. The other thing, it keeps it from sliding around. And if it slides around, particularly if you have a D16 engine in there, it could change your center of gravity and your rocket could be unstable. So again, this is a very, very important thing to have is this Kevlar blanket that holds everything in place. And this particular blanket is 2 inches by 3 inches. I think it's like maybe 2 7/8, a little bit irregular piece. And we can see that if we drop our streamer in there, we just simply fold this up and just drop it into our body tube. So again, a very, very nice little streamer addition. I'm going to have to wait a while to fly this one because I can only fly this at the high power range, which I won't get a chance to fly until March. But we'll certainly fly this rocket with a D16 and see what happens. So you see we now have our streamer completed. It's inside of our nice blanket. It's got the loop on the end. And the next step on this is to put it all together. So go ahead, build your streamers. Oh, by the way, when you're building your streamers, and again, I'm using this technique called center winding that I invented. Again, I think I invented it. I haven't seen anybody else that ever talks about it. But if you unwind the streamer, what you see is this, that this is the end of the streamer. So even though this is one end of the streamer, here's the other end of the streamer. If you follow this back through, you see that the center of the streamer is the center of the actual wind. And what this does, it prevents these ends from getting all curled up. And in the center, because it's winding two different directions at the same time, it doesn't seem to stretch out and get distorted. So you don't get that curly effect where the streamer winds itself up and it won't unwind. So it's a really, really nice technique. Again, I experimented with streamer winding for many, many weeks and many experiments. And this seems to work the best, is the center wind where the two ends are together and the center of the streamer is in the center of the actual winding itself. And when this opens up, it's going to pop open like a party popper because this edge gets caught by the air and literally within 0.2 of a second, the whole thing just snaps right open. It's really an impressive opening. And the ejection charge goes off, so you see a 35-foot sparkling streamer. Very, very nice, impressive looking flight. Okay, so I'm going to now go back to the rocket and start putting this all together.